Morning, Koi mates. Welcome back. How are you all doing? If you are new to the channel or you haven't popped in before, I'm Mike and this is Just the Koi Welcome. Consider being a koi mate. Everyone's welcome. So, it's 8:30 AM and it's actually light today. So things are on the change, guys. Summer's on the way. And with a bit of luck, we're going to be able to start doing a bit more on the pond. So got a couple of things I need to do today. I've done a 10% water change in the week, which has put a nice sparkle on the pond, on the water. I haven't done it for a little while, to be honest with you. I don't think you need to do it so much this time of year. So anyway, let me spin you around and we'll have a look. So yeah, like I say, did a 10% water change. We've had quite a lot of rain lately, so I thought it was overdue a change. I haven't done it for a little while, and it's made a big difference. What I like about this time of year, I mean, you can see the bottom there beautifully. You know, the water, the clarity is absolutely spot on at the moment. What I do want to do this year, and if any of you got any ideas, see the glare I'm getting from these polycarbs. You know, it's not really an issue, but when you're filming, it is a bit of a pain in the arse, so you can see that there. So what I was thinking of doing is finding something I can just roll across there when I'm doing a bit of filming. It's not so much on that one, but if any of you got any ideas, obviously it would need to be something light, really, wouldn't it? I don't want to put, like, you know, put a whole carpet up there. It'd be the whole everything, especially if it gets wet out the garden. So if any of you got any ideas of something I could just roll across when I'm filming, let me know in the comments. So yeah, what I'm going to do today, I've had the skimmer there. Obviously I've had that off now for about 3 months through the winter, mainly to save money on the old electric. As you know, we're all in that position. So that's been off to save money, and really this time of year, because of as you can see, there's nothing on the water. This time of year you don't really need the skimmer either, so it's been off. But what I am going to do, I've got, as you can see there, for those who are new and you haven't been on the channel before, I've got a new 3-tier shower there, which is going to be plumbed in for this year. Now, my old shower is behind there. It's a DIY one. It's done the job, but it isn't as efficient as something like that. So I've upgraded to that one. So I'm going to get the media I've got in there out today. I'm going to give it a bit of a clean, and I'm going to see if it'll fill that tier there. So that's my plan at the moment. We'll also then go into the garage. We'll have a look at the Shiro. I'm going to try and bowl him up today, and let's have a look at that side, see how he's doing. I think he's definitely improved, but like I say, I think he needs to be bowled up to have a proper inspection. So I'm going to get that done today as well. The Uncle Albert has fallen down with that. Old Bean and Uncle Albert. People keep buying me silly things. Look at that bloody thing. I don't know. Never mind, all good fun, this. Let's have a look at these. That parishioner, he's grown, he was so slow growing, and the last year he's actually, since I've upgraded the pond, he's grown like hell. I don't know whether it's just one of those things, it's a coincidence, I don't know, but he was so slow growing, but he's really put some size on last year, so well happy with him now. I was going to move that one on, but I don't think he's ever going to be a big fish, but he's a nice fish. It's my Karashikoi coming across. What I'm going to do, probably in beginning of the season now, round about April, maybe May, I'm going to bowl a couple out again, take some measurements. I'm going to put them on my koi control app, which I've got, and I'll see if they've grown, and then I'm going to, this year, I'm going to see if I can get them to grow a bit. Hopefully we'll have another nice summer and the temps will be nice and high. And I'm going to hopefully see quite a bit of difference, so that's my plan anyway. And with that shower going, that's going to give me a better chance to feed a bit more as well. Anyway, waffling on now, so I'm going to crack on and I'll get back to you. So guys, there's the DIY shower if you haven't seen it before. So what I'm going to do now, comes down to the pump which is there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to put a cap on there, an end cap, stop the water coming out, and then I'm going to disconnect it. I'm going to pull that down and check the media. So yeah, happy days. There isn't much room behind here, unfortunately. As you can see, it goes over that way, and I am limited to space, but luckily you don't really need to get behind you that often, only to clean, and I mean I got room for that. But I am thinking of, I'm gonna try and do something that maybe puts a bit of a canopy or something over the top. It'll be a little bit easier when it's raining to do things then. Like I say, I'm limited to room, but I'm gonna have to try and work out the way of knocking something up to do that. Just got the covers off a minute because I'm gonna do a clean while I'm getting on with this. We're getting that down, so I'm gonna get a couple of tools and I'll get back to you. Right, so I've disconnected it. I've got it down a minute. Don't know if that's mind your own business in there. It's like a bloody rug. So what I'm going to do next now, I'm going to pull that off, put an end cap on, which I've got here. Now what I'm going to do, which should help, is when I pull that up, I'm going to put a sponge down the hole, which should block it, so it doesn't gush out the other end. So that's my plan, that's what I'm going to try. Right, so doing that worked. I managed to get that cap on. Didn't lose a hell of a lot of water. By putting a sponge in it, did stop it quite a bit, so not too bad. Got my little helpers here again today, deciding to chew the pipework. Oh, I've just been told I've got a full breakfast that'll be ready in 1 minute. Lovely job. So I think I'll catch you when I've had that, guys. Right, so clean these out. So what I've done, I've put the alpha grog in. Sorry, not the alpha grog, the pumice. I've put about 2 or 3 inches on those two of pumice, and then I've put the media on the top. Obviously the pumice, with the weight of these now, I don't know if you've probably seen my video when they blew in the winds into the pond. hence that's why they're not there now. So, you know, these are much heavier now. Look at this dog trying to come out. What an absolute beaut. There you go, so that's in coinettes. So that's the bottom tray, middle tray, and there's the top tray. Like I say, you can put these in, you can break them up. They're all porous, they can snap quite easily. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this going in a few months' time. So I'm going to fit it on for now. Just need to clean. There's a bit of crap on there, but it's been sitting outside. So I'll do that, and I'll try and put them over there then. And like I say, they're much heavier now, so they're not going to fall in the wind anymore. I wouldn't have thought. So it is a bit sheltered over there anyway, but certainly the ones with the pumice in are a bit heavier, so it should hold it all in place. Shout out to my mate Oak for getting me these. Say it's brilliant stuff. I've put that in my little shower that I've built in the QT tank, so that's what's in there as well. So I've got a little few bits left there. I'm going to try and squeeze in, so I'm going to squeeze them in and see if I can lift it over there and put it on. Right, there we are guys, it's back in position and it's pretty heavy now. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I was thinking of putting a bit of like fishing gut really tight from post to post. I don't know whether to do that because you won't see that, will you, much? I don't know whether just to do something like that just to be on the safe side, but it does feel heavy now. I mean, it is sheltered there, it is protected a bit from the wind, but like I say, in them heavy winds it did fall in. I don't want it falling in now with a media in there. It would be a bloody nightmare. Yeah, when I do the pipe work down, I could strap that. That'll give it a bit of a support as well. I don't know whether I might just put some gut there for now. Anyway, I'll think about that one. Right, what I've done guys, excuse the mess here. These plants, I don't know if are these dead or they just died back for winter, I don't know. Anyway, what I've done, I've put a bungee across there. That'll stop it going forward. Mind there's a hell of a lot more weight on them now, so you can't see them tipping in, but I've put that there temporary. I may try and put something neater on there, but that'll hold it for a minute. Still haven't fed these for quite a long time now. They're looking good. Mine's a bit more life in them now because you can see the temps have gone up. My shower's down there on the bottom. He was up earlier. I think they take it in turns a minute of who's going to lie down, who's the coldest. Just let you have a look at them a minute. There's Millie as well. There's a Millie. Just over 7 months now. Starting to get a bit of a handful. Right guys, hope you can hear me with that noise. I've just taken some water out cleaned the filter first, and I've taken some water out. As you can see, it's still salting, but we do want to get him out into there and have a look, see if that pine cone has gone down at all on the side of it. As you may know, I've done 2 doses of aqua now, so I think what I need to do is like a, probably a 40% water change this week, and again then next weekend do perhaps another 40% just to get this aqua out. I'm gonna have to be careful when doing it because this is at 18 degrees now. I'm gonna have to do it very, very slowly because I don't want any sudden drops in temperature. So I'm probably gonna take 40% of the water out and fill it over the next, certainly a couple of hours, maybe a couple of days, but I don't drop that temperature too much. So I'm gonna get him out into there now and we'll have a look. Nothing with a plan. Right, let's have a little look at him. Like I say, still a little bit sluggish. This is the side that, I don't know if you can see that redness. See if we can get a better look this way. You can just about see it there. He's a hell of a lot better than what he was. That way, that before that was standing out really bad. I think he's certainly looking a lot better there. And he has been eating a little bit, so I'll have a closer look in a second. Right, what I'm doing for a minute, I was thinking I'm going to leave him in there, see how he's doing. I'm chopping this up, I'm keeping an eye on the temperature, and I'm going to try and wait until this warms back up again. So I'm going to just take it down till it goes down a degree, then I'm going to switch the hose off. And wait until it gets back up to 18, and then I'll do the same again. Now I don't know how long this little leak is going to take, so that's why I don't want to go down too much with it. I think if I go down a degree, it should be able to pull that back up within a couple of hours. So I'm going to leave him in there a minute. Seems fine in there. Put my big net over the top. It's not that deep the water, so you shouldn't be able to jump. I'm going to do a water test on our water as well and just make sure everything's okay. Because he has been eating. Just want to make sure the nitrates and things are okay. So that's what I'm going to do in a minute. Oh, guys, just having a coffee myself. I don't know if you've noticed, I've changed the design of my mugs. This is my one, limited edition one with a black toy. The ones I've had made have all got a red fish on. And I got my Instagram and TikTok on there, because if you want to go over to their Instagram and TikTok, Just the Koi, you will find them if that interests you. We put a few little clips on quite regular there. And on the back of the mug, all the best Koi mates with a thumb. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him a scrape as well, because just in case there's someone else underlying on him, and then I can treat him for that. Now, when I did scrape him in the past, I couldn't find anything, so I was always assumed it was that red sort of pinecone rash that was causing the problem. So I'm just going to scrape him again, just for peace of mind. Alright guys, it's up to 7.8 again there now, and if you can see that, so it took a little while to get that back up. So Shiro's back in, he's in the corner now, and he's a little bit stressed. I've done some scrapes on him as well while he was out, so couldn't find anything on there. There's nothing underwater at all, so obviously it's fresh water. Well, there's 40% water change gone on here today, so it's been fresh and dried up. I've just checked the parameters, they're all good. There's a little bit of nitrite, as would be expected, because this is a pretty new system, but it was only minute, it's hardly anything, so that's all good. Ammonia, nothing. So I've been feeding him lightly, but nothing too silly. Just twice a day, probably about six or 7 pellets or so nothing dull. And he's sulking a little bit, but I know. I think he's glad to be back in. I think he's going in the right direction. He's a beautiful looking fish, so I'd hate to lose him. But there you go, you can only do what you can do. So I think I'll end this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. All the best, guys. Bye for now.